Everyone, today we're going to be looking at something called the metric system and how to convert between different units in the metric system. Now, here in Australia, we use this system most commonly, whereas in places like America, they use something called the imperial system. Now, the metric system just means that between each unit of measurement, so going from millimeters to centimeters to meters, that we work with powers of 10. Now, just a reminder, in case you need that refresher, is that a power of 10 is something like 10, 100, 1000, and so on. Okay? Now, for those of you in school at the moment, the most common time that you use the metric system is when you have a ruler in front of you. Okay? So in Australia, we tend to have rulers in our pencil cases, and they look a bit like this. Now, on your ruler, we have a side with centimeters and we have a side with inches, and we just tend to use that centimeters side because that's what we use most commonly. Now, on your ruler, you've got kind of like big notches and then the little notches in between. And those big notches, like this one here, okay, are centimeters. So just there we have 1 centimeter, whereas over here I've got 9 centimeters and so on. And most rulers will go to like 15 or 30 centimeters. Now, in between each centimetre, we have these little markings here. So if let's say I had a look at this one here, okay, that there is a millimetre marking. So that is 5 millimetres between 5 and 6 centimetres, okay? So having a look at a ruler like this, if I looked at, let's say, this notch right here, okay, if I were to count across, that would be 37 millimetres, all right? And in terms of centimetres, we've got kind of 3 and a bit centimetres. I've got 3 centimetres and 7 millimetres, which we can write as 3.7 centimetres because the 7 millimetres make up 7/10 of a centimetre. So what you now need to be able to do is to be able to go from millimetres to centimetres to metres and to kilometres, okay, between each of them. Now, just there, going from millimetres to centimetres, see how the number there got smaller? Because we're working in the metric system, we only really need to multiply and divide by powers of 10. So we're just moving that decimal place. So going from millimetres to centimetres, I'm going to be dividing by 100 because that, not 100, sorry, 10. Oh my goodness, because that number is getting smaller and we're just moving that decimal place once. Now, from centimetres to metres, there are 100 centimetres in a metre. So I would be dividing by 100. And then going from metres to kilometres, I'm going to be dividing by 1,000 because there are 1,000 metres in a kilometre. Now, if I were to go the other way and I was to go from kilometres to metres, I'm just going to do the opposite. I'm going to multiply by 1,000. To go from metres to centimetres, I'm going to multiply by 100. And centimetres to millimetres, I'm going to multiply by 10 because that number would get bigger. Even though it's the same length, going into the smaller units means there'll be more of them filling that space up. So let's have a go at converting some here. We already did 37 millimetres, but we're going to do that one again just to go through it into centimetres. We're going to try 0.4 metres into centimetres. Let's try 3.29 kilometres into, let's go metres there. And let's go from a bigger one again to a smaller one. Let's go with 7.3 metres into centimetres. And then one that just might require a couple of extra steps. Let's go 1.48 kilometres into centimetres. All right. So pause here if you'd like to have a go and then I'll go through them. All right. So going from millimetres to centimetres, we are going to divide by 10. We're going to just move that decimal place once, would get us 3.7 centimetres. Going from metres to centimetres, we are going to times by 100. So I'm going to take this and move it twice to the right. And that would give me 40 centimetres. Going from kilometres to metres, I'm going to once again take this point but we're going to move it 3 times because we have 1,000. And in that place, I'm going to chuck a 0. Going from meters to centimeters, same as we just did before. We're going to move that over, and that will give me 730 centimeters. And then lucky last, here I'm going from kilometers to centimeters. I'm going to do 3 spaces to start because that would give me meters. And then because I'm jumping to centimeters, I'm going to go another 2 spaces. So that would give me 148,000. All right.